Welcome, and thank you for joining us for our impact call. My name is Brenda Petru. I live in the United States in Utah, and I want to talk to you about a concept I call the giving tree. What if there were a way for you to give that created income for you, making it possible for you to receive that and then give more? This idea of giving, then receiving, then giving more is making a legacy impact and changing lives all over the world. In order to understand the giving tree concept and how it works, I want to introduce you to the company that makes this magic possible. This is doTERRA, a 15-year-old, $2 billion a year debt free company who sources and provides the highest quality essential oils in the world. doTERRA's foundation, called the Healing Hands Foundation, has been doing many humanitarian projects around the world since 2012. This short video will give you a vision of the heart of doTERRA and the Healing Hands Foundation.
The doTERRA Healing Hands Foundation brings healing and hope to the world through providing global communities with the tools they need to become self-reliant. By participating in projects that address the needs of microcredit lending, access to health care, education, sanitation, clean water, and fighting child sex trafficking, individuals are empowered and lives are changed. doTERRA International provides all the overhead and administrative costs of the foundation, thereby ensuring that 100% of all donations go directly to the people in need. That's been the mission and the vision of the foundation from the very beginning, even when doTERRA International didn't have very much, even when its founders weren't drawing a paycheck. But the desire, the objective was to establish a pattern of giving right from the very beginning. In fact, one might say that as much as we love the essential oils, as much as that brings hope and empowerment to people that use and share the oils, the culture really begins with this desire to give, to help, to liberate, and to empower others through the foundation. One of the primary differences between doTERRA and its humanitarian foundation and so many others is the difference that you see in the lives of the people. They come to doTERRA looking for their why, their reason to participate in something, to give back, and they find it in the Healing Hands Foundation.
So now you're starting to understand who we are and who we are working with. These are the initiatives of the Healing Hands Foundation: hope, anti-human trafficking, clean water and sanitation, disaster relief, empowering women, global health, self-reliance, and supporting children. Okay, you're thinking, Brenda, right? This is all well and good, but how do you make money by giving? So far, you've just been talking about doTERRA and the Healing Hands Foundation. Am I going to have to sell products? I mean, I know that doTERRA sells amazing products, but I'm not a salesperson and I don't want to rub essential oils on people. Okay, I hear you. I hear you. So, but I'm super glad that you asked this question because this is where doTERRA gets even more cool. doTERRA has a product that they sell called the 72-hour emergency hygiene kit. These kits have shampoo, conditioner, hand sanitizing wipes, deep blue rub, which is amazing for muscle soreness and pain. They've got toothpaste, a toothbrush, bandages, and a bottle of Tea Tree Touch. That's the one in the roll-on there. You can use that for cuts and scratches, and it helps combat fungus. It's good for earaches. It can be used even to help with a teething baby. So you think about during times of emergency or disaster, having a kit like this will be so helpful and have been so helpful to the many people that have received them already. Now, when you purchase this product from doTERRA, they don't ship it to you. Instead, it is immediately donated to the Healing Hands Foundation, and you are giving a gift to someone with each kit you purchase. And guess what? The purchase of your hygiene kit is tax deductible. Now, because the kit is a product that doTERRA sells, doTERRA covers all the overhead and the commission expenses, giving the full value of the kit as a donation. So, to plant your giving tree, all you have to do is purchase these kits. If you love the oils and other products like I do that doTERRA offers, your giving tree will still work, but the kits give you the option to basically double duty on your deductions and the good that you are doing while paying you something back for your family. So here's, because of the doTERRA's compensation plan, you can be compensated for selling these kits, even again, as all the overhead expenses are covered by doTERRA. So upon your purchase of the hygiene kit, your gift then is again immediately donated to the Healing Hands Foundation, and then they deliver them to locations around the world where they are needed. And they've delivered a lot of these kits around the world in the past year. And a couple of places have been like the Indiana tornadoes. They have also done the Lahaina. They were there, and they gave over 8,300 kits to Lahaina in the surrounding, just in the aftermath of all the fires, and over 90, I think it was 9,400 kits in the second quarter of 2023 alone. So we obviously don't have the final numbers for 2023, but you can see that they're doing all of this work. So again, back to the tree. When a perfect 3x3 structure will pay you a $1,500 bonus each month. Now, doTERRA will actually pay you a lot more than that, but many people find that just this bonus is enough to perpetually support an organization of their choice and still have extra money to solve problems at home. So that's how the give, receive, give more works. By the way, when you purchase these kits from doTERRA in the way that we instruct you to, doTERRA offers a free oil as a thank you gift for your donation. And that oil is different each month, but this video is going to show you how every purchase with doTERRA is a humanitarian act. And doTERRA is so committed to the purity and the potency of their essential oils and how we source them from around the world. And this video is going to show you why it matters how we do that, not only for the quality of the product, but also for the people involved in the production of these amazing essential oils.
Essential oils are everywhere. You see them for sale online, in social media, on Amazon, even the grocery store shelf. But you have to ask yourself, was it ethically and sustainably sourced, and are they pure and free of adulterations? With the increased popularity of essential oils, too many companies, big and small, are in the dark as to where their oils are coming from. Some even intentionally take advantage of farmers and distillers while cutting corners and padding profits. They advertise their products as 100% pure when they truly have no visibility into who is producing the oils or how it's being done. They did, however, wrap it in a pretty label and bought some Google ad space. It's easy for a consumer to get lost in this growing marketplace. Since 2008, doTERRA has sold more than 187 million bottles of essential oils to nearly 9.8 million customers worldwide. They trust doTERRA because we only source the very best essential oils in the world. Since many plants grown for essential oils thrive in developing countries, doTERRA is committed to making sure the lives of each farmer, harvester, and distiller are better because of our partnership. We call this co-impact sourcing. Positive impact for everyone along the entire supply chain, and the purest essential oils for you. Our co-impact sourcing commitment is to 1, be directly involved at the source. Through this, we know the people and processes involved. 2, ensuring positive social impact, including job creation, fair labor conditions, and even community development projects. And 3, environmental stewardship, and sustainability. You get the highest quality and most effective essential oils, along with the knowledge that your purchase protects growers and distillers from being cheated by middlemen and large corporations. When you purchase a doTERRA essential oil, you can be a conscious consumer and know you are getting oils that are not only traceable, but are proven and tested to work for you and those you care about. To learn more about co-impact sourcing and our sourcing guiding principles, and to hear the stories from farmers and distillers across the globe, visit sourcetoyou.com. doTERRA. Pursue what's pure.
So now you can see how buying any product from doTERRA is a humanitarian act. And remember that thank you gift? If you decide to start your giving tree in the month of December, you will get a frankincense for free. Take a look at the impact of our frankincense oil has had as of 2022. We have with us today Mont Hayes, who is a wellness advocate with doTERRA, and he's going to share with us a little bit about frankincense.
Thanks for having me. Frankincense struck me pretty as I was doing the research on the sourcetoyou.com and reading the stories, watching the videos, looking at the numbers. The numbers for frankincense are one of the highest that I've seen on of oils that doTERRA has, and part of that is that it's an oil that people in the natural health kind of niche really treasure frankincense and use it for so many things. But it also just has a really long chain of supply from growing the trees and harvesting the resin and then processing, distilling that to get that pure essential oil. So it has, affected a lot of people. And then the other unique thing too is that doTERRA's frankincense is a blend of four different species of trees that make up the essential oil that doTERRA produces. So those trees grow in Somaliland, Oman, and Ethiopia, and you can see the numbers there. There's the person that has the job, and then the people whose lives are being supported by those jobs, and that's those families or parents or children or brothers, and them being able to take care of each other is really, really impactful. I remember as doTERRA was first getting with their growers for frankincense and things, they didn't know that they weren't truly at the source, and there were some things going on, and so they did some more digging, and they really found out where their oil was coming from. And for a while, they had to source differently, I think, to protect the growers and the people, because it was so dangerous until they could find a new way and make some peace with the just kind of the leaders, I guess, of the regions in this kind of territorial standoff, roughs, so to speak. But they did, and now they have an excellent source for frankincense, and it's much better for the growers who are under much safer conditions to harvest and be able to provide that work for us to receive that essential oil, and also for those families to receive the benefits of providing that work for doTERRA. And I almost forgot. They, a couple years ago, just built the Sanag Specialty Hospital, and that was such an enormous project for them, and so important to the people of that region, because the hospital that's closest to them is more than 12 hours away by bus. And if you have an emergency or if you go into labor, that's not a lot of time, excuse me, to be able to make it to the hospital, especially in time to have a difference and to save a life. And there was one story of a woman in particular who had her child on the bus. The child was sick, and the child did not make that journey to the hospital in the neighboring region. But doTERRA, with the help of the Healing Hands Foundation, was able to build a specialty hospital there in the Sanag region. They have clinics and a NICU center, and it's not maybe not the highest technology, but it is certainly quite a few steps up from what was available before. And they're able to have pharmaceuticals and other Western styles of quick intervention and emergency care. That's super important, as well as that still having those natural holistic, let's look at the whole picture and see what else we can solve once it's no longer an emergency. So that is such a beautiful story, and I encourage you to go look at it if you have a chance, because it's really, it's a really lovely story, and this hospital is just helping so many people.
Oh, thank you so much, Mont, for sharing that with us. And again, if you choose to start your giving tree in the month of December, make sure you talk to us about that, or the person who invited you, so that you can get that free frankincense. Now, here's a few ideas of ways that you can use that free frankincense. You can use it during self-reflection or meditation. You can apply it topically, or combine it with hand cream or lotion to nourish and calm the skin. Take a drop or two in a veggie cap as part of your daily health regimen. People love this oil. And again, it's just such a beautiful oil, and it's such a beautiful time of year for that. So and you can actually learn more about our products if you would like to attend our wellness workshop on Thursdays at 6:00 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, and just snag a picture of that QR code, because it takes you right into that meeting that starts at 6 p.m. on Thursdays. And if you want to learn more about several of the oils that doTERRA sources, you can check out the Behind the Bottle series on doTERRA's YouTube channel. And yes, I did make you a link to the playlist. So if you want to snag a screenshot of that, you can watch them later as well. Now, as your giving tree grows and produces fruit, you are experiencing the giving and the receiving parts of the tree. And so we invite you at that point to turn around and give again. So I'm going to share with you a couple of organizations that we work with who are doing humanitarian work in Africa. The Families Mentoring Families organization is a 501c3 foundation focused on aftercare for survivors of human trafficking. And they work to teach literacy, vocational skills, leadership, entrepreneurship, and then agriculture as well. And they just do such a great job. And they do that for those who have been trafficked, but also those who in the community who have a need for doing they need work, and this is how they fall into that trap. And so when you have those skills that are happening, then they become less prey for that, for that trap of falling into human trafficking. So here is a 5-minute video of some of the girls that Families Mentoring Families has helped, and some of their stories.
We use this facility to provide aftercare for survivors of trafficking. And here we have a situation in West Africa, and I think it's the same in other areas of Africa, where a lot of the young girls looking for other opportunities, they feel that they need to go out to work, maybe become domestic workers. And once they go out to get a job, they think they are being hired as a housemaid or a receptionist or a nanny or something like that, someone to do work in the house in other places in the world, and that they will be able to send money back for their families here. And what they find is that once they leave home and they arrive at the place that they are expected to work, their passports are removed. They don't have the legal paperwork that they need to be in, and they find out that they have been trafficked.
So be shame me no kito na me me di two kwan na kwantu mu no kwa first if I say first and then na bet fit e ko 1 month the man fa na easy na enye kura
agent phobia so from the free free had ko ha mon ka the truth ni into say o ko yesi na to say
they will be die and now na aduane a obedi kura wunya bi na wadi so ya obeye adwuma e mu atete e boro nye easy
corona no bae na ma ho se metie me ya tuma me yi na me se bia corona no ebia aka me nti wo frɛ doctor wo be hwɛ me 3 days wo mo fe me na me se me nwa adwuma ansa na wo frɛ doctor no bae wo se ebia aka me woni bebe o mo de me koye woni de me ko tu o mo top a bebe o mo park cars ni ama ho nya no duane o be ma me kura mo tu duane ni kuye ma me se me faduane no
almost is in a passport nti adwuma bi anu a be nti me pay about ni name ana me we consulate Ghana consulate ni wona me tu ni ano nso ni mu amwa na odi mu Miss Kali a oni beki ana ye adwuma na me de tu ni nti ndu tu be simple I don't try me ticket na ana me be do Ghana.
Center, baby, oba, benya, baby, oba, benya was much. Oba, yes, I shall say, Blabetina ha, qua. But ye were near my do be film. I a bema wo when ya at Dutching, papa.
Ye person sham on Sano Juma. Namu bibi, on Sano Juma, do be influence him.
Many bed 2 weeks for my family. I'm so, and then my member. Na de bekika say e wa hard additional be cost member nti me buy no ampa so treatment is very good wa additional no so e cost so ama ma adwe aba me ho so
yes tell adwuma wa ha ene etiye on be chireo aha on be chireo na wa hu se wo peti ya wo be kwa akosua aha se wo pe tela wo be kwa akosua no so 2 weeks a wo be sama baby kakra sha wo botom de na FSC
me wonim de kakra fa etriye ho ti me ban na mbe hu etriye na mse ne me chusie no nti se an me o msa no djuma
se me topo na mnim se na city etrase enam nim trebo minim wegiye eno so na minim hwe me ba 4 months pepepe ba me hu etiye bebe so
the science of mental digest and I feel so life story e wo FRC life story say ebi ade esi wa brabo and I will come once
the power men can negative things and man always no kan your mapa and now we best to go ade we na e dey see me ade we na mepe na wa adwen wa focus we won sabeka
you wa adwen na nkasa ne wugidi ne akoma pa wo de bete echi no ene na beje wo nkwa
ene ne se me de chia de wa ha yes me chia nkra na de we feel proud and I know so sharing make us like me the here ma wa me go on say see me soon eti but 5 years time no na me shops ahodo na me timi nkan
next 2 years me person yakobo on ma me nya de me se me dan me nya me store na me nya me djuma
me advice obi aso nko because Ghana na e di obi anything me no ka de odi be ko so do ko tu kwa aska no ka fato ne bra ase FRC a wo ba ha ejuma so ya wa ye nju once limpo wo ba ba su ya wo de fi akwa like wo de be bo abrabo so woni be je wa abrabo mu
I want to mention also that Families Mentoring Families is one of the only, if not the only, aftercare center in the region that allows these women to be reunited with their families right away during their healing process. And I feel like that is such a significant thing. And that's why they call it the Family Restoration Center, the area where they do that, where they do the aftercare. So this is a rendition of the new vocational training center at Families Mentor Families that we are currently raising funds to construct. And this facility We'll provide training for vocations in sewing, tailoring, culinary skills, and hairdressing, as you heard the girls talking about. The commercial kitchen downstairs will serve as a hands-on training area and double as a meal prep and dining hall for our residents there. And then upstairs is another large classroom that will double as a meeting space. Now, right now, doTERRA is matching all contributions to their Healing Hands Foundation is matching their any contributions through the end of the year. So you can scan the QR code here and donate directly to this project. This does not start your giving tree, but it's a way that you can give now if your tree is already producing. It's a way, again, to multiply your impact because of the match that's available. And even if your tree is just producing a small amount at this time, I hope you will look into your heart and see if this is something that you can do now, or if you know of someone who needs a tax write-off this year. This is an excellent opportunity. And the QR code, again, just grab a screenshot of that, and you can go directly in, and you can also see how far we have to go, and how much we've already been able to fundraise during that time. Now, the second organization that I want to share with you is called Doctor's Choice. They're located in Uganda. They provide an important nutritional product for the chronically malnourished children. This is a life-saving product that you can help to provide. And this beautiful little child, Maria, was brought into the facility Imprint Hope. So this is not Families Mentoring Families. This is actually someone in Uganda. It's another location. And she had cerebral palsy and severe acute malnutrition. She also had diarrhea, vomiting, and malaria. So she was a very, very sick little girl. She also had dehydration and severe wasting. And the wasting is because of the chronic malnutrition. She was admitted for inpatient therapeutic care at the Whispers Children's Hospital, and she was discharged to outpatient therapeutic care after 1 week. And then she was reviewed each week or biweekly by Imprint Hope's nutritionist in the home environment to help her. So as they went through that, so they fed her the Doctor's Choice ready-to-use therapeutic food. And her mother received nutrition counseling, which enabled her to start to gain weight, to boost her immunity and reverse the severe wasting. And she had, I think she weighed 6.4 kilograms during admission, and then she was discharged so I think she was admitted in August and was discharged in October at 8.2 kilograms. So she did gain some weight there. In addition, they do a measurement circumference on the mid-upper arm, and they have, it was less than 11 centimeters, which is in the red zone for her age. But then when she was discharged in October, she had attained that over 13. So it was 13.6 was the centimeter circumference there, which is in the green for her age. So you can see the good work that's being done there. And of course, food is crucial for life. And so this is another way that you can do this. So now look at what you have started simply by deciding to do good by focusing on this one product from doTERRA. Now, if you live in the US, you can actually purchase the kits directly from doTERRA and receive a write-off for your tax contribution, or a tax write-off for that donation. It's considered a donation because it is a donation. But other countries have been finding ways to be involved in the Giving Tree too. For instance, in Canada, they have assembled some kits that contain similar items that are in the hygiene kits. And doTERRA has also donated 25 of the kits that were on the previous slide to deliver to a local soup kitchen on Christmas Day. And the volunteers who are involved in this project have expressed a great love for the people and an excitement for growing their giving tree in a way that will impact many more. By doing this, they're creating community and a sense of giving for them and inviting others to participate in that great work and feeling as well. So again, as your giving tree grows, because you planted it by purchasing the hygiene kits, that's the give, you share with others who see the vision of giving to receive, to give more. We invite you to give more by donating a few dollars or a percentage of your check from doTERRA directly to Families Mentoring Families. And here's the link where you can do this. And they have partnered with Doctor's Choice so that half of your donation will go to Families Mentoring Families to support the literacy, leadership, and aftercare programs. And the other half will go to Doctor's Choice to provide that life-saving nutrition for chronically malnourished children like the one you heard about today. Now, okay, let's recap the impact that you will have if you decide to plant a giving tree to create a perpetual giving fund. Number one, when you first plant your tree, you gave by purchasing the hygiene kits, which blessed people in need. And those were the kits that went to Tennessee and to Lahaina and in many other places, and now also some for the soup kitchen in Canada. Number two, you get a tax deduction for your gift if you live in the United States. Number three, you get a free thank you gift from doTERRA. And actually, they send you a free gift each month. And even though it was free to doTERRA or to you, doTERRA actually paid the growers for that product. So your purchase made an impact there as well. Number four, you shared with others who wanted to be a part of something magnificent. And they also gave and shared, and your tree was growing and their tree started growing. And number five, you started earning from the sales through your tree and created additional income for yourself and your family, which number six, you then turned around and support on a regular basis other causes like Families Mentoring Families and got another tax deduction. Look at all the good that you are doing because of this one choice. So if you would like to learn more, join our Learn More call directly following this recording if you're watching it with a live group, or you can join us on Thursday nights at 7:30 p.m. where we will talk more about how do we get paid for doing good. And thank you again for coming and learning more about this important topic.